For most of the 20th century, procrastination was treated as a time management problem. The solution, accordingly, was time management tools, planners, schedules, priority matrices, deadlines. If you procrastinate, you need better systems for organizing your time. This understanding was wrong. Not partially wrong, fundamentally, structurally wrong. And the wrongness matters because applying a time management solution to a problem that is not about time management does not help. It may actually make things worse by adding the additional burden of guilt about failing to use the time management tools correctly. The contemporary scientific understanding of procrastination, shaped significantly by researcher Tim Pychyl of Carleton University and Fuchsia Sorois of Durham University, defines procrastination not as poor time management but as an emotion regulation problem. Specifically, procrastination is the voluntary, unnecessary delay of an intended task, motivated by the desire to avoid negative emotions associated with that task. This reframing changes everything. Chapter 1: What procrastination actually is. The key elements of the Pychyl Sorois definition reveal the psychology. Voluntary means procrastination is a choice, even when it does not feel like one. The procrastinator is not unable to begin the task. They are choosing not to, in response to an emotional state. Unnecessary means the delay serves no productive purpose, it is not strategic, not a legitimate prioritization, not time being used well for something else. It is avoidance. Intended means the person actually wants to do the task, they are not simply deciding it is not worth doing. The procrastinator typically has every intention of completing the work. The avoidance is creating a gap between intention and action. And motivated by the desire to avoid negative emotions means the core driver of procrastination is not attitude toward the task itself but attitude toward how the task makes you feel. The procrastinator is not avoiding the task. They are avoiding the feelings the task generates. What feelings? Research by Pychyl and colleagues has found that the emotions most commonly associated with procrastinated tasks include anxiety, boredom, frustration, resentment, self-doubt, and the specific anxiety associated with tasks where the outcome matters, where performance will be evaluated, where failure is possible, where the stakes feel high. The task is not simply unpleasant. It is threatening. And the brain's threat avoidance system, which is considerably older and more powerful than the goal pursuit system, responds to a threatening task the same way it responds to a threatening predator: get away from it. Chapter 2: The role of the amygdala. Functional brain imaging research on procrastination has found a consistent pattern. Procrastinators show larger amygdalae, the brain's threat detection and emotional processing centers, and weaker connections between the amygdala and the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, the region that connects emotional responses to action. What this means in practical terms: the procrastinator's brain responds to the thought of a threatening task with a more intense emotional signal, and is less efficient at using that emotional signal to motivate action rather than avoidance. The emotion is louder and less connected to the action circuitry. The immediate emotional relief of task avoidance is real. When you switch from thinking about the aversive task to scrolling through social media or doing something pleasant, the emotional discomfort of the task decays rapidly. The brain registers this as success, the threat is gone, the negative emotion is reduced, and reinforces the avoidance behavior. This is classical operant conditioning. The avoidance behavior is negatively reinforced by the removal of an aversive stimulus. This is why procrastination is self-perpetuating and why it typically worsens over time. Every successful avoidance, every moment of relief from task-associated anxiety reinforces the avoidance behavior and strengthens the association between